what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about the Pure RawBeautyKristi palette. I just got this in the mail like 3 days ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I have dipped into it, but I haven't like fully made an eye look. I just have like put a wash of a color on my eye like right before bed, and then I had to wash it off. Let's just jump right in. I already have my eyes primed with my Milani primer, and I got my eyebrows done with my little elf pencil here. Let's just jump right in. It is a double-sided palette. I'm sure you all know this, but look at this. Oh, it's so pretty. I have never been a fan of just like traditional neutral colors, but these ones are just different enough and they are just so fun. And then there is the color side, which, oh, so pretty. And I love that this white has been included, so you can like alter any of these really vivid colors and make them more pastel with this white, and it allows so much versatility for just this little array of fun colors here. So I'm going to try to find a clean brush. I really need to clean them. I don't think I have a single clean one, so I'm just going to be wiping them off. Also, I am really excited. I got my hair into a little twisty bun. Don't ask how many bobby pins I've got back there. Just, yeah. I'm going to take the shade My Whole Heart here. It's just this really nice creamy color. Oh, it was very pigmented. And I'm just going to use this as a base all the way from my lash line to my brow bone. I was so excited to see that RawBeautyKristi made a collab. She is so funny and down to earth, and I just love watching her videos. I'm sure most all of you guys watch them too. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to dip into this brighter side or not. I'm feeling the really heavy fall vibes, and a lot of these colors are really doing it for me, so I don't know. I'm gonna go into the shade It Just Does, and I'm gonna really lightly put this on the outer portion of my crease. Oh, that's such a pretty color. I've never tried Pure shadows before. They're really nice. It's just never one of those brands that I've really like caught my interest, besides the Barbie collabs, because as a child I loved my Barbies, but even those I still didn't buy. I decided to bring it down a little bit into this outer V, just so that color that I lay down on top to deepen up that outer portion blends with this color better. And now I'm going to use the shade Moo Point here. Oh, these names, you guys, they're so fun. They're so Kristi. Anyways, I'm going to take this shade and put it on the inner portion of my crease here and blend it into that It Just Does shade. I know I said I'm feeling fall vibes, but this is kind of looking a little bit springtime-y. Whoops. I'm bringing this shade all the way down here. Okay, I'm going to take the shade Told You. I think it'll play really nicely with this It Just Does shade. And I'm going to start to blend this on the outer corner here and kind of rock it into my crease a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go back into that first brush I was using and kind of blend these edges together a little bit. These blend so nicely, and I like how they're really like soft, but not too soft where I'm getting tons and tons of fallout. I am getting kickback in the pan, and I honestly don't care about that. Now I'm going to go with the same brush. I'm going into the shade B, and I'm going to kind of press this even tighter to my lash line and create kind of like a little V shape out here, but I'm not filling in like I did with the Told You shade. Gonna go back into that shade, not the shade, the brush, the fluffier brush I was using, and blend this out. I don't know if I want to use the shade Golden Ticket or the Cafe Disco side over here. I'm gonna swatch them. So that's Cafe Disco. So pretty. Oh, I love shades like that, that pinky color. And there is Golden Ticket on this finger. Oh, they're both so pretty. So I think I'm going to use Golden Ticket. I'm going to push that right here in the middle and then work my way inwards, but I'm not going all the way in. So I stopped about 1/4 of the way from my inner corner, and now I'm going to use the shade Cafe Disco, and I'm gonna put that on the very, very, very inner corner. Wow, this one's so pretty. Okay, I'm using the finger that I had the Golden Ticket shade on, and I'm kind of blending it over the Cafe Disco shade to kind of meld the two together a little bit better. I'm going to go back into this brush that I had. What shade did I even have on here? Wow. B. And I'm going to kind of press over this shimmer. I didn't add any more onto my brush. I am just pushing very lightly over the edge to blend that shimmer into the matte. I'm going into the fluffy brush and kind of going over this crease area here so that purple shows up a little bit more. I'm going to do my foundation and stuff off camera, and I think I'll do blush on because I can't pick a blush without doing my lower lash line, so I'm going to do all that and then I'll be right back. Complexion is done. I will have everything that I used listed down below. So now I'm going to move on to my lower lash line. Yeah, I'm going to use this little Luxie brush. The number's rubbed off, but it looks like this little pencil brush here. I'm going to go into It Just Does and put it on the outer corner. I'm keeping it really close to my lash line. I don't want this color to be way down. Now I'm going to do Moot Point, kind of mimicking what I did on the lid. Blending those two together. And then I'm going to take Told You and mix it with B just to do a one and done kind of a thing. And I'm going to go over It Just Does on the outer corner and connect it with what I did on the lid. I'm going to take that brush I was using on the lid, the really fluffy one, and kind of, this isn't the brush I was using. Where is it? Here it is. I'm going to buff it. I don't know if this is super fall because of this pink up here, but I don't know. It can be. I'm going to take an angled brush and dip into Golden Ticket. And then I'm going to wet the brush. And I'm going to put it right here on the inner portion of my lower lash line. And drag it in. And then I'm going back into the brush I was using before and kind of buff underneath it. I don't want it to look like a stripe of a metallic. I just kind of want the sheen to be there. I'm actually going to go into my whole heart and skim it really low under there. So I think I have decided what I want to use for blush. I took a minute and I was going through all my blushes trying to pick one. I think I'm going to use this Rare Beauty liquid blush. This is the shade Joy. And I like to do one cheek at a time and only one dot. I like to blend it out with my sponge. I really like these a lot. Oh, I think I got a little more on this side. That's okay. That's why I only do one cheek at a time. Okay, I'm going to take the clean end of my sponge and kind of run over this side because I got a little bit more. And then I'm going to just take the edge of the doe foot and kind of just do a little mini dot right there. Try to even out the sides because I like where this side's at. I did think this side needed a little bit more anyways. Then I'm going to take what's left on my sponge and run it on my nose and my chin and along my forehead right here. Really love this. I ended up not really dipping into this side of the palette. I'll have to do another video with it only using this side. If you guys are interested, let me know and I will for sure do that. These are so fun, but definitely I think I'll get more use out of this side, especially these two guys right here. These are my go-to kinds of colors. I love them. I actually don't think I need a whole lot of highlighter. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild highlighting Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow. I only need a teeny tiny bit. I don't want a whole lot. Just gonna gently run that right on my cheeks. Using this more pinky highlight with the more coral blush kind of gives the same effect as what's on my eyes. So we're just gonna tie everything together. Dust the rest of this on the brush on my nose and on my chin and up around my eyebrow. I'm gonna use my sponge and blend this into the skin. I feel like it really pushes that product down and makes it look more skin-like. I'm going to take a teeny tiny brush and dip into that highlight and pop it in the inner corner here. I'm actually going to take the highlight and pull it up just a hair, extending the inner corner into my eye socket. I think it gives a cool effect, especially up against these more warm browns. And then I'm taking the highlight and melting it in with the gold on my lower lash line. I am going to put some mascara on. I did not buy the 2 lashes that she created with this because I felt like that would be, for one, a waste of money on my part, and I would take those lashes away from somebody else who would really want to buy them, and I am not that person because I just don't ever wear eyelashes. I am going to use the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, mascara is on, and now for lips. I think what I want to do is do another combination of warm and cool tones again. I know this might seem excessive, but also I'm doing this because all of my nude lip liners are down in my purse, and I just forgot to bring them up, and I don't feel like getting them. So I'm going to use my eyebrow pencil, which is more of a slightly more cool neutral color, and I am going to line my lips with this. I'm slightly overdrawing in the centers on the top and bottom. And I'm coloring in on the sides. And then I'm going to use this Physicians Formula Organic Wear Nourishing Lipstick in the shade Buttercup. And I'm going to press this on in the center and then use my finger to kind of blend it in. And then I'm going to use one of these ColourPop Luxe Lip Oils. This is the shade Skinny Dip. I love these. For my brows, I am going to use the ColourPop Brow Gel. And this is the shade Light Brown. And I'm combing them backwards to help give them some volume. And I know it seems a little crazy, but I'm just going to let them chill out there for just a second before I comb them into the shape that I want. Now I am going to comb them to a more acceptable position so they're not just like bedhead brows. And then I'm going to take my finger and lightly press them down. Last step, I'm going to spray my face with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. It's like down to nothing, but here we go. Oh no. Kind of squirted at me because it's almost gone. It didn't ruin my makeup. And then I'm going to lightly press that down into my skin. So here is my final look with the Pure and RawBeautyKristi palette. I love the way it turned out. It is so pretty and it's very fall looking, but at the same time it's got this little element of, oh, that like, because of that coral color in there and this pink inner corner highlight. But the gold and the warm brown just scream super fall vibes, and they seem very complementary to one another. If you look at this side and then this side, they're very compatible. Each side shares similar tones. So there on the neutral side there's this yellow called Camelot, and on this side there is the Dandelion shade. and those would work beautifully together if you wanted to create a more monochromatic yellow look. And you could throw Told You in there to kind of like deepen up that outer corner. That would be really pretty. It Just Does would look super beautiful with both Am I Orange, I love that name, that's my and Flavor Town. In my opinion, those would be super beautiful. And yeah, they just look like you could combine each side just super easily. The formula to me blended out very quickly and seamlessly. Very user friendly. I am not an eyeshadow expert by any means, and it was very easy for me to do. I really think the concept of having it double-sided is interesting. Me personally, I like to have it all laid out in one palette, but I can see where she was going, like choose double-sided, like one day you feel like being like this natural, neutral, like bronzy goddess, and then the next day you just feel like being the queen of color. I get it, totally get it, but that is my only real qualm with the palette. But anyway, it's her palette. She gets to design it whichever way she wants to, and I totally understand her creative thought process in doing it this way, and I can appreciate that. And I think it's wonderful that she was able to do this. So yeah, let me know if you guys got it either the first time around or during the pre-sale. I'm sure a lot of you did, because it was very highly anticipated, and it was a whole debacle with the launch day, and people were waiting, and it was a thing. So yeah, this is my final look using the Pure and Raw Beauty Kristi palette. Let me know if you liked it, or if you're going to try it, or what your favorite looks are using the palette, and which side you like the best, if you are in love with the color side or the neutral side. So that is all for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you'll be notified every single time I post, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah. Today I'm going to be not that one. Ties in this inner corner color using peach and this pink highlight. Oh my gosh, can I not talk? No, I don't like that. Never mind. This one here. Oh, shut. Ugh. So there we go.